Hi, welcome to Susie Snacks, and I'm Susie Carder, and this is where I give you a bite-sized information, which is the recipe for your business success. Now, I've had clients ask me over the years, what are the biggest challenges in starting a business? So I'm going to be clear, and I'm going to be transparent, that if you're thinking about launching a business, or you're knee-deep in the fantasy of living the entrepreneurial dream, I want to share the biggest challenges in starting a business so that you're aware of it ahead of time, because ignorance in this case is not bliss. So let me tell my answers. The first thing is shortage of capital or cash flow. Yep, we all run out of money way too fast. It takes twice as much money and twice the amount of time we thought it would be. So of course, that's going to lead me to one of my favorite topics, which is having a good business plan. The business plan becomes the roadmap that allows you to see where are you going and how are you going to get there. The next thing is coming up with a great product or a great service. Now I know you think yours is the best, but the reality is we have to look at what is it and what makes it different than anybody else? What makes you unique in what you're doing? And then the stick-to-itness and not giving up, that becomes one of the biggest challenges. We don't call it lonelypreneur for nothing. It can be lonely in starting your own business. It can be challenging. So it's making sure you find the tribe. The next one is really working more than you expected. We think that this is going to give us more free time. Well, in the beginning, you got to work 10 times harder to get 1 unit of result. And once you get the momentum going, then you can put 1 unit of energy in to get 10 units of result. But in the beginning, you're working a ton. Getting through your frustrations of being constantly rejected by customers. Oh, this one used to be so hard for me. Literally, I would hang up the phone and cry because people didn't like me, right? Or they didn't want to hire me. Didn't necessarily mean they didn't like me. So it's being okay with people saying no. No has to be part of your vocabulary. The next one is finding good employees. Good employees are groomed. Trying to find someone that works in your culture becomes imperative. Listen, 15% of their financial success is how they do their job. The other 85% is what you want to focus on, right? Because I can teach someone how to do a piece of their work, but I can't teach someone to have integrity, which leads me to knowing when to fire bad employees. Okay, this used to be really hard for me too. I'm a low codependent. So people would have to really, really mess up in order for me to fire them. So then I created a new policy. If they had 3 strikes and they were out, right? If I had to tell you something 3 times, it just wasn't a fit. So all those systems and strategies become incredibly important for you, and having those in place so you know when you can release them. The next challenge is wearing too many hats. We're the butcher, the baker, the candlestick maker, the CEO, the COO, the EIEIO, right? We have so many jobs. And how do you manage that, right? How do you manage what job you're going to do and when? The next piece is then managing the time, your time in doing it all. Time management becomes imperative to your financial success, your business success, and your personal success. Because maintaining some kind of work-life balance is imperative so that you can have a marriage, you can have a relationship, you can have a relationship with your children. So it's important that you look at all these pieces and looking at what are the biggest challenges in starting a business and making sure that you're looking at an ongoing basis. It's hard to do this alone, right? I have a coach in many different areas. I have 2 financial coaches. One helps me with my investments, the other helps me with my leverage, right? And then I have a bookkeeper, so I guess I really have 3. Then I have a business coach that just supports me in my business. Then I have a fitness coach for when I'm going to the gym and I want to stay in that mode. And then I have a spiritual coach. And then, of course, I have a therapist or a life coach that helps me balance it all. Now, I don't go to all the coaches at all one time. I have someone to help me in each area when I need to plug in. So making sure that you have a community to help you when you're experiencing any of these challenges becomes imperative to your success. Don't try to do this alone. I know we're trained to be superheroes and superwomen and supermen, but the reality is even Superman, Superwoman needed a cheerleader in their team. So again, if you need support in growing your business, if you need support in doing what you're up to in life, make sure that you contact me so I can support you. Come to one of our trainings that we do, because my goal is to have you have a life that works, that it's prosperous not only financially, but inside your personal life. I'm Susie Carder, and until we meet again, I'm your sister in the journey.